Alright guys, new season start. Look at these beautiful trees. Did we have this biome before? Or are all the biomes are getting updated? Welcome everybody. We are in the new season and there are quite a lot of changes happening. And we are now in Flankwood. A map added to the rank pool this time, where you just have a big sail forest here on the sides. You have quite a lot of food in the middle, sacred sites, and surrounded by hills, so it's quite an interesting map. If you play Quick Match before, probably you played that and you're familiar with it. It's quite special. It's quite special. I don't know what to think about it. But anyway, in the color green playing as the Chinese, we have Numudan. And in the color yellow playing as the English, we have Gully Decal. And there are quite a few changes to both English and Chinese. So Chinese, the village actually now they cost less, which means you don't really need to chop extra wood if you want to build a mill and then build a village. So you can directly just build a village here. Apparently you do, because you still like a little bit of wood for the mining camp, and there you go. So it's gonna change the build order quite a bit. Now, the big change is not necessarily for China, but it is for Pro Scouts. Because now, Pro Scouts, I don't know if this is a map where you should Pro Scout or not, because there's like very little deer here and there, not quite a lot. But now Pro Scouts give you less food, because every time you deliver the food with the scout, it will start reducing the food count every time that passes. So basically you're gonna, I think it's like that, or I think they all reduce the maximum amount of food you can get if you drop off the deer. So we're about to see. This stuff is pretty new to all of us, so definitely remove, which means China, is it gonna be pro scouting or not? And also there's a big change happening here. We're gonna go on English soon, but imperial officials now do have, well, taxes now are reduced. It's gonna be 2 for each production building instead of 4. And for each upgrade, I don't remember the exact number, but it's also being reduced. So that means you cannot have like a lot of gold without mining, which made China pretty good on the last season, because you can just have an army, have food in your base, and age up as well. Like all those things at the same time. That's what made China pretty OP last season. So let's see how it goes this time. Look at that beautiful sheep, beautiful black sheep. We have brown sheep, black sheep. Look at they even have hair here. Like this guy went to the barber shop. Anyway, Council Hall happening for the English as well, and that is because there's been a recent buff to the English, and that buff is, well, Council Hall also have reduced cost for the Lombowmen. It's interesting. It's not all for crossbows and every kind of range unit. It's only for Lombo. So I guess we're gonna see if they're gonna update it or not. Like, but this brings back the Council Hall meta. I mean, not that it's going to be a meta or anytime soon, but definitely I think a lot of players are gonna experiment with this, because this gives you a lot of possibilities. You have extra wood that you can save, so you pretty much have a bigger army. So I think it's worth considering to your arsenal. Next time you play English, you pretty much can go Council Hall. But there's another thing happening here. And let's see if I can find the scout. It's a campfire. So campfire, they increase the range of sight. So they just give you more vision. And they also increase the villager gather rate plus 30%. So that's pretty cool. Actually increase the sight range of nearby units. So if you just put it there, I think your units, especially like your Lombos, are gonna be able to just have some extra sight that they can be very useful for sniping villagers. So we will see. And you can also place them with man-at-arms, which is pretty cool. I'm waiting for Gully Decal to put the scout here. He doesn't have enough vision. Let's take a look at his vision. There you go. Longbow Rush is back. It's back in the menu. And Numudan is gonna go for 1 archery range. Ideally, you want to have 2. Probably, you can get away with Imperial Official supervising this one. And I think that's what Numudan wants to do. Let's just not build 2 archer range. Because with 2 archer range, you technically win the battle if the opponent goes for Spearman. Because if you go for Spearman, then your Spearmen are useless and your opponent just counter you with archers instead of just going horsemen. But because Gully Deagle didn't have any Spearman here, just going archery range is gonna pretty much equalize like on the army power, let's just call it that way. Instead of when you go for horsemen here, they should be doing pretty nice. There you go, scout coming here, and let's see if he's gonna go for that campfire. Let's take a look. Campfire with the scout. Are we gonna have it? No, but we're gonna have an outpost here. Longbow main number starting to increase little by little. And also, they cost 38 food and 47 wood, so it's just a slight change. Like for every 10 longbows, you're saving 30 wood. It's just a minor buff, you know. It's just a minor buff. Well, let's see if it's enough or not. Now, 2 villagers running here. Probably Gully Deagle won't be getting away with this scout. They're probably thinking about, you know what, I'm gonna get some damage, but Gully Deagle is not gonna bite the bait, because usually you send the scout and it takes damage, and then you have a lot of archers against you, and that's not really what you have, what you really want. So longbow mass looking pretty solid for Numudan. Sorry, for Gully Deagle, already 11. I think it's starting to get a little bit more scary each time. And Numudan is gonna mix a horseman now. There you go. There is the campfire, and the campfire actually will give you like extra vision for these guys as long as you are around them. That makes it pretty damn good. Which means Numudan have to leave this woodline, and the other woodline is kind of safe here. But Gully Deagle is gonna be around there. There are 3 horsemen here. I don't know if Gully Deagle knows. Now he knows. Is he gonna start mixing some spearmen? That is a question. And is a horseman gonna be enough? There's a point where you have enough longbows that horsemen are really not that scary. There is already blacksmith for Gully Deagle, and +1 range armor is gonna come for Numudan now. So these longbows are not gonna be doing quite a lot of work now. I think Gully Deagle just lost the momentum here. Just like being too greedy without any single spearman. Just 4 horsemen right here, and you cannot do much. Now, you got a big garrison in the tower, so those longbows are gonna be alive for some time. Let's see what is Gully Deagle's plan. I think he's gonna be keep putting the feudal pressure on. Keep putting the feudal pressure, and it's gonna start mixing some spearmen. Meanwhile, Numudan are already there with that discounted village. Look at that. Saving quite a lot of wood. Have a lot of population space. You don't need to worry about that for the short term. And let's see what is his plan now. Probably he's gonna mass more units. Just having a few horsemen right here. Just in case. Gully checking if Numudan is on the board, but he is not. He still have some food here from the sheep. Quite a lot of sheep he gathered in this game. And there is no pro scouts. China without pro scouts. That's pretty much what we're getting this season probably, or it's because of the map. As there's just not enough deer to justify the cost, right? Now that's a lot of horsemen. I think this timing is great for Numudan because spearmen haven't arrived yet. Also, he's actually mixing some man-at-arms. He don't have the army here, so this is perfect timing. And with the +1 range armor, he's gonna be able to pretty much tank this very, very easily. And oh my god, I keep pressing the... What's the name of this button? Is the speed button for the recording. I don't know why. Anyway, I put my hand away from the keyboard now. And just like that, Numudan does have equal number of archers. But he has 6 horsemen, so I think in a fight he should be able to win. Man-at-arms are pretty damn annoying. Because they just serve as really good tank unit, especially against archers. They're just really good. I don't think Gully Deagle wants to engage until he has the upgrades. Because Numudan have both upgrades, so this is a fight definitely he can win. But because he's nearby Gully Deagle's base, he's not gonna take the risk. He's probably gonna be able to kite away and lose a bunch of units. Gully Deagle still having pretty decent amount of gold income, despite the nerf of Chinese. And he may probably still thinking about going for a castle age now. As soon as he knows he's safe to go there, probably gonna go for a castle age. I'm gonna try to take the boar now. And probably sending some villagers here because he's about to run out of food. Like, if you go castle now, you don't have much food. You're not gonna be able to produce units, especially knights that you really want in this case. They're very heavy on food. So securing the boar is pretty important for him before making that move. And 280 gold a minute is what you get when you get 4 imperial officials. Actually, you get a little bit more. So gold income not looking that bad for Chinese. Barbican is gonna be placed down here, securing the boar and giving the Song Dynasty bonus, which means he will have extra villager speed. Gonna be even further ahead. And Gully Deagle have had a little bit of idle time apparently to focus on the attack, so there's still quite a few villagers behind, despite not having any villager killed this game. And there you go. Song Dynasty is arriving. And the boar is secure for now. Now Gully still massing quite a decent amount of lombos, but so does Numudan with the archers. He does have already the +1 range attack. And the question is Numudan thinking about going castle age now? He's just gaining some time because he has the units here. If he really wanted to attack here, probably he will just send all the units and try to do some damage, right? But he doesn't. He really doesn't. Oh, and now this guy can put a campfire. Is he gonna do it? Does he remember? Oh, it's gonna be the scout. There you go. Campfire there. And nearby campfire. Increase sight range by 30%. And villagers gather. There you go. 10% gathering speed rate for this villagers. I'm gonna put a huge wall here to secure the boar. And with that, Gully is gonna be having extra food for the long term. By the way, the boar also gave you 200 extra food now. It used to be 2.2k, now it's 2.4k. So these guys are gonna be having extra food compared to last season. And there you go, Imperial Palace coming up for Numudan. This looks pretty rough for Gully. He does have a decent amount of man-at-arms. And I think he can probably sneak his way through Castle Age. There's still quite a lot of palisade walls here, can give him enough time. Not enough farms for him, you know. Usually as English you win a lot of farms. It's starting to take place, but not quite there yet. And Numudan is trying to be a little bit annoying with those raids with the horsemen. Not gonna be upgrading those, I believe. Probably gonna transition to knights or probably palace guards. In this case, wouldn't be such a bad choice. Anyway, already 2 stables here. Probably we're gonna see knights soon. Actually focusing on the relic so far. He's gonna be taking his time. Not gonna like all-in or whatsoever. He does have a decent amount of archers already upgraded, and the boar it's spotted. So Numuda's gotta attack here. That's a significant amount of food that Gully cannot really get after this raid. And it's gonna happen, right? Gully already sending the Lombos, but Knights already being produced. Are they gonna arrive on time here? And Spearmen are getting in the mix of Gully, so he's already anticipating that. He's almost there with the Castle Age. Food income looking really nice to him. One is just gonna be the gold. And is it gonna be... There's gonna be enough time for him to go to Castle Age? Probably. Probably he's gonna be okay. And most likely he's gonna go for the King's Palace, obviously. Horsemen arrive. No walls here in this area. The problem is Knights probably gonna arrive soon. And it's gonna be the King's Palace. It's gonna be next to the gold. Decent amount of units here that Gully has. There's no vision for him, unfortunately. No vision for both players, so he's gonna be losing this fight. Rather, losing the side of this fight, so he's gonna be pulling back. And Numuda getting all the tier 2 upgrades already. More on the way. So he's gonna be gonna look pretty good for the moment. And there you go. Upgrades for Man at Arms is gonna be the first choice, and we're gonna see Lombos pretty soon. So crossbows not really getting discounted, but the Knights already arrive on the base, and this is really what you need in the moment. A lot crossbows right on. Your army is just really slow, so the timing for Numuda is pretty good. Gonna be raiding a lot of villagers here. And the wall haven't been completed, so Numudan does have slight advantage here. He does have all the upgrades, so he can just deep dive into the base now. Food is gonna get affected at the moment, but there is plenty of units for Gully. Especially those Lombos are just gonna be the main DPS at the moment. They're just gonna be doing really good. No Chat and Arms upgrade here. No Iron Chat yet for these units. And no +2 range attack, which is huge for Lombos. Meanwhile, Numudan does have all the upgrades that he needs for now. And probably this is a fight that Gully is not gonna enjoy that much. A single knight denying a significant amount of food to Gully. And let's see how this fight goes. I think there's just not enough archers here to make quite a lot of damage, especially against the TC. But the problem is these knights are just tanking a lot of damage. And I think Numudan overextending a little bit. He does have killed 9 villagers, but Gully's on 2 TC. So it's not like a significant advantage. But actually Gully in a bit of a trouble here because his food income is getting denied. The farms here, the only farms he have is in this place. And the boar got denied. So he cannot produce any units so far. Still mining gold, but without the food, he cannot really do much. Numudan gonna pull back for now. He's already there on 2 relics, a third one coming soon. Is this new? Like the fallen leaves? That's pretty cool. Like a tree without the leaf and the... There's been an upgrade here. I think there's been a visual upgrade. The thing is, I haven't seen this biome in a long time. So I don't know if this... I don't think this is from the new ones, I think. This is from... There should be another one. But I would love to see more biomes on the rank pool, and that's one of the changes that have been made in this season. Like, more biomes are gonna be rotating in the map pool more often. My god. That's not a fight you really want to take. Already +2 attack with these archers, but not enough archers And I think the knights are just gonna clean it up. Gully in a little bit of trouble here, and he decides to taps out. Well played by these two guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this match. Enjoy the new season. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.